Good afternoon, children. And today we are going to discuss vocabulary of the first unit. In this vocabulary part, there are some adjectives that related to Nick's life. So among them, that you have to identify the words which are related to Nick Vijay's life. So here we discussed the previous 4 sections and 4 parts of the lesson. The whole lesson is about Nick, who is a disabled person who was born as a torso by birth, but he developed positive attitude. Yes, he developed positive attitude. He was succeeded in all the ways. In all the ways. The ways refers to here his achievements. Even some normal people also cannot fulfill their wish, their desires sometimes. But finally what he want to give a message to us. Yesterday we see at the end of the lesson, if you fail, try again and again and again. That was the great inspiration, and there was a great inspirational words. Simply one or two ways. Simply here, first times we are a human being. First time we tried, and second time we tried. Third time we neglect them. Simply we leave them. But here what Nick said. We do not leave them. We do not leave them and try again and again and keep going on what he said. So then only our wish and our desires will be completed and successful. Here, my dear children, if you look at the board, some vocabulary part we need to learn. We need to learn some vocabulary part. Here, if you see the list of these adjectives, you may find, because already you learned the lesson and I told you to keep on read the textbook. While you are reading the textbooks, already some ideas you have created and you have generated in your mind, I think. Here, let us see positive, negative, these are all the adjectives. Why we have to learn, I will tell you. Because in examination point of view, the questioner is going to be asked, some of the list adjectives of list will be given. Based on that, in examination point of view, you have to separate the positive qualities and the negative qualities of somebody. In the same way, here Nick Vijay's life is also, there are some positive qualities and a negative quality. We don't see any negative quality. Here the only positive qualities we had seen in the lesson. The first and the foremost, positive, the positive thinking we have to develop. I'll tell the meaning also. And the second one is negative. Here the word negative, it is a negative quality, which means it is unpleasant. It is unpleasant. And optimistic, the second one is optimistic, which means believing that good things will happen in future. That is optimistic. In Telugu, జరుగుతుందని ఆశావాదంతో ఉండటం. And then pessimistic, there is another word, pessimistic. The word expecting that bad things will happen in future. This is opposite to the optimistic. And the fifth one is generous. Generous, willing to give money, spend time, etc. That is generosity. It is generous. The man is a generosity, which means that he was very kind and he was helpful to others. So automatically it is a generous. Nervous. So the sixth one, nervous means feel tense or terrified or worried or frightened about something. That is called nervous. Confident. So confident. Sure that something will happen in the way that you want or that you expect. That is that is the meaning of the confident. Then smart. If you come to the word smart, fashionable or very or clever. See, for example, in uses, sometimes we may use he's a very smart. That means he's very clever. So our boss usually use the word the students are very smart. That means here they are very clever than the teacher. I think you are also very smart guys and very smart students rather than your teachers, right? And next, sociable. The word sociable means here friendly and enjoys being with other people. Sociable person. Sorry. Sociable person. That means he moves with the people freely. So, regarding that, and we can say there is another word, introvert. That means he was unable to move with others. He is not a sociable person. And next one is cowardly. The word cowardly is not at brave, which means timid. And courageous means here brave. He is a courageous person to do anything, and he can face courageously. He is a courageous person like that. And reliable. The word reliable is dependable, independent and dependent. See, look at these two words. Independent. Here, Nick Vujicic was an independent. He became an independent because his parents decided him to send him to a special school because they want to make him to be independent, not dependent. Dependent means he is always depend upon somebody to do and even to take some decisions. He doesn't have any own ideas. He doesn't have any progress. So that's why he or she may be a dependent, but whereas independent man, independent human being, whoever it is, either it is a man or woman, definitely he or she will take her own decisions. And at the same time, they won't depend on anybody. Next, obedient. So students are very obedient to their parents as well as the teachers. Obedient, give respect, and always do something that is told to do. And next one, trusting. The word trusting is willing to believe that the other people are good or honest. That is willing. That is a trusting. Then the word is valiant, very brave in difficult situation. He is a valiant. Very brave in difficult situation. Here, Nick Vujicic was a valiant man because sometimes he faced which are very difficult, that are impossible to him. So even though he was faced, so that's why we call him as a valiant. And next one, self-centered. That means paying so much attention to oneself that does not notice what is happening. That is a self-centered. That means paying so much attention to oneself that one does not notice that what is happening. That is a self-centered man. And arrogant is a very arrogant towards others. That means should not be give any respect, and he usually is an arrogant person. We usually use the word that means he's a headgear person, and that means not care about the elders, not care about the his teacher's words and the parents' words. He's arrogant and sarcastic. The word sarcastic, saying saying things that are opposite of what one means. This is opposite of one means. So sarcastic and to just means it is the word is used for an just especially for the making of jokes. Then quarrelsome. So here the word is quarrelsome. A person who is always ready to quarrel with someone people is not a cooperative man. Is a quarrelsome. That means he tries to quarrel with somebody always. That is we call a quarrelsome. And a rude behavior, not polite and annoyance of others. Not polite and annoyance the others. And next one, creative. The word creative, good at using information to make things. Creative means good at using information to make things. That is a very creative person. And stubborn. The word stubborn, determined not to change one's mind. He's a very stubborn boy. That means usually we human beings, we have to change our mindset according to the situation. But here some people they are very stubborn. They don't change their attitude and they don't change their mindset. Even someone said that is not good, they won't change their mindset. What they wish, according to their desire, they want to go on, they want to keep continue. So such type of people we call them stubborn people and lazy people. They are not active. And pompous. Next one, the word pompous. Trying to seem magnificent are very important. That is pompous and level-headed. Next one, a sensible in making of judgment. That is a level-headed person. So, my dear children, here we see these are the words related to and among them, and we have to list out and pick out the words among these 27 words which are very suitable, which are very close to Nick Vigis's life. Let us see. Here, if you see the first one, and here the positive attitude. Does it related to? Yes, it is related. And negative. So, does Nicky have negative quality? No, we don't see in the lesson negative. Next, optimistic. Does Nick have an optimistic person? Yes, Nick have an optimistic person. That's why he said at the end of the lesson, if you fail, try again and again. That means this phrase is related to, we can say he is a optimistic person. And does he a pessimistic person? No, he is not a pessimistic person. And does he a helpful, generous person? Yes, he is a generous person. See, for the best example regarding generous. So, at the age of 13, Nick said, at the age of 13, I read an article about a disabled person who has managed and helped to others. Then later he realized why God had made us like this, to give hope others. So in this way, and we can say he is a generous person. Yes, he is a generous person. And does Nick have a nervous person? No, we can say he is a nervous and he doesn't feel any nervous. And confident. Yes, he is a very confident person in his life. And whatever the work starts, he is a very confident person and he is very smart. And at the same time, he is a very sociable person and cowardly. He is, does he frightened about anything? No, he is not frightened. He is a courageous. And let's reliable and independent or dependent is independent. Reliable and not not a dependent, and he is also obedient to his parents, and he is also trusting person, is also valiant person, is not a self-centered person, and is not a arrogant person, is a sarcastic person. That means we can say, I call it my chicken drumstick. Here Nick joked. His sense of humor, he joked about his leg, and whether he is a kind of a quarrelsome, no, he is not a quarrelsome. That means always very friendly and sociable person. Does he is a good person? No, he is not a good person. See children, here we need to learn all this vocabulary, because later I tell you why we need to learn. Understand? These are from your textbook. You need to learn. And next, he is a creative man. Creatively he thinks. And next, stubborn. He was not stubborn. And he changed his attitude according to the situation and mindset also. He is not a lazy person. He is a pompous. He is a level-headed. No. So these are the good qualities of. These are the qualities of here Nick with his life. Understand? So here my question is, in examination point of view, suppose in public examination, these words, among these 27 words or some other words are there in our textbook also. Among these, what type of question that we may find in examination? That only is, so anyone among these 27, any 8 words and 8 adjectives will be given based on that, and write here positive qualities and negative qualities. So here 1, 2, 3, 4 and 1, 2, 3, 4. Like this type of question for the 2 marks you may get it. See, let us see what are the positive qualities. Any positive, write any 4 positive qualities here. See, he is a optimistic. For example, the words will be given in a question paper. So based on that, what are the words are given in a line. So you have to pick what is the positive attitude, what is the positive quality attitude, what is the positive adjective, and you need to write under this quality, because it is a positive quality. And again, next, among 8 words, among 8 adjectives, you may find negative word also. So you have to pick and write here. So likewise, you need to learn this vocabulary. Understand? At the same time, while we are going to write creative writing and biographical sketch, I will tell you about the biographical sketches also. So very important, and you need to learn this vocabulary also. Okay, please, everyone, I will ask you, and I will keep an exam test also. You have to note it down in your notebook, running notes, or else, if possible, pause the video and write all these things. And make here, keep heading negative qualities and positive qualities in your notebook. Copy write like this, and Nick's positive qualities, and write under 1, 2, 3 like this. You have to write. Understand? Here, see. Here is some list of adjectives which are positive qualities and negative qualities. Here Then these are the from our textbook also. Tick the mark against positive qualities and tick into mark against negative qualities. Right? See here sullen, which means angry and silent. So angry and silent, is it a positive quality or negative quality? So it is a negative quality, so that keep into mark. I repeat, so write the meanings. After complete this video, you have to pause the video and write the meaning in your notebook. And next, sneaky, the word sneaky. So here it is also a negative quality, which means doing things in a secret and dishonest way. Here the sneaky means doing things in a dishonest way and secretly. It is also negative quality. And exuberant, here it is a positive quality. The meaning of exuberant here, that means happy and full of energy. Happy and full of energy, the word. Next, boss, the word boss. It is also a negative quality. That means if I were a boss, I may order the people. I order the people, command the people. So whenever I order the people, they may not like me. They may not like me because I show my bossism. That's why it is also a negative quality. So this is and cautious. The word cautious means it is very careful about. So it is a positive quality. You must be cautious about your examination. You must cautious about your studies. And aggressive. The word is aggressive. Is a very. So here behaving angry. That is called aggressive. Competitive. Positive quality. That means determined or trying very hard to be more successful. That is the meaning. And fincy, the word fincy, it is a negative quality. Too concentrated, not TO2, too concentrated with unimportant details. So that's why it is a fincy. Imaginative. So the next one, the word imaginative, which is good at thinking a new and interesting idea. That is called a positive quality. Alright, next one, observant. The word observant, he is observant. It is also a positive quality, good and noticing the things. And enthusiastic, it is also a positive. And outgoing, the next one, and outgoing, that means a positive. Someone who is outgoing likes to meet and talk to new people. Outgoing. And hearty, next one, then the hearty means angry, shows about angry, behaving proud and unfriendly way. That is next, interpret. So interpret means positive quality, willing to do dangerous things fearlessly and brave. That is called interpret. Malicious. So malicious, to do harm to someone. That means malicious, to do harm to someone. That is malicious. And meticulous. The word meticulous. So it is also a positive quality. Very careful about small details and always make sure that everything is done correctly. So I repeat, very careful about small details. Even దానికి చిన్నదానికి అంటే తెలుగులో ఏమంటాం మెటిక్యులస్, దట్ మీన్స్ ప్రతి చిన్నదానికి చాలా జాగ్రత్తగా ఉండటం. మెటిక్యులస్, హీ వాజ్ ఎ మెటిక్యులస్ పర్సన్. అండ్ slovenly, the word slovenly means is a lazy or untidy and careless. So it is also a negative quality. Obnoxious, the next one, the word obnoxious, it is a negative quality, that means very offensive or unpleasant rude behavior. That is obnoxious, very unpleasant and unwanted unpleasant behavior also. And stingy, next the word stingy, not a generous person, special with money, that means a negative quality, that means he was stingy, he's a stingy boy, that means that person gives very important to money, not for the human values. And idealistic person, it is a positive quality, that means he should have live according to the high standards. So idealistic person. And next one, affable, the word affable, that means friendly and easy talk to people, so it is also a positive quality. Logical thinking. And mean, the word cruel, that means mean means cruel, that means here the word negative. And a cultured person, intelligent person, polite and interested in art and literature, that is called a cultured person, this is a positive quality. So these adjectives also you may find in examinations. Then as I said in the a few minutes ago, so you have to separate the words positive qualities and the negative qualities. You need to write one by one under this. Okay, then keep the notes and maintain the notes properly and write all these qualities and write their meanings also if possible, because you need to know the meaning also when you want to use the words. That is very important. When you want to use these words, you need to know the meaning. According to the situation, you have to use whether it is positive or negative. According to the negative situation, then negative adjective. Positive situation, positive adjective. So, my dear children, this is today. You need to learn this vocabulary. That is very important in examination as well as day-to-day life. So we have to write all these adjectives in your notebook. Later I will ask you and I will send a homework what to do. Right? Thank you everybody.